Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Michael Saruhas, or Mikey. As you all know me in game, and on Steam, I am the community manager and voice actor for Insurgency. Last week, on February 23rd, we announced our new project, Insurgency Sandstorm, a major visual and technological overhaul to Insurgency, powered by Unreal Engine 4, due out in 2017. This video shows some of the highlights of that broadcast. Please bear in mind that the project was only just announced and some plans are subject to change between now and 2017, but we wanted to take this opportunity to clarify to all of you what we're looking at right now. Hope you enjoy. Will Sandstorm retain itself? This is a big question that I got personally, and I saw a lot on social media, and I saw on our forums, and we would just want to address it straight up. So I'm going to ask you: will Sandstorm retain itself as a tactical shooter, or will it become more arcade-like to accommodate for consoles?
Oh, that's my favorite question. It's gonna stay as a tactical shooter. We would be stupid to change our recipe, of success. People want to play games that are different. They don't want homogenized experiences. So, like, just because traditionally a console audience is quote unquote casual or whatever, and enjoys certain degree of, casual gameplay in their shooters, doesn't mean we're gonna change our game to that. That's just a false notion. So yeah, I mean, we're preserving the hardcore nature of the game. Like, that's why people play Insurgency. That's why they'll play it on console. That's why they'll play it on PC.
So let's. You were talking a little bit about the story and talk about Iraq. So let's talk a little bit about that. Insurgency Sandstorm will have a story mode. What will Sandstorm's story mode be about?
Well, it's still pretty early. We're in pre-production with the story itself, so things are still to be determined in the finer details of it. Plus, why would we want to spoil it for you? But anyway, it's essentially you'll be part of a squad going through initially training. Like, we're going to redo a whole training level, and that gives the opportunity to kind of like develop the characters and everything, and then you'll be sent into the invasion of Iraq in 2003. Shit happens. There's a sandstorm. All sorts of
like in the
shit
name,
goes down.
huh?
Yeah. Oh, look at that tie-in. Brilliant. But it's gonna lead up until present day situation in Iraq, and kind of how that war has evolved and how it's been very ambiguous, kind of from the start. But it's over time, it's shifted. The challenges have changed, the landscape, the tone, everything. So we kind of want to convey that sense. The story, in terms of like our taste, it's not going to be like a AAA Michael Bay type blockbuster. It's going to be a little more understated, kind of like an indie film or something like that. We want to be smart about it. Just because games do things a certain way doesn't mean that's the way they need to be done in the future. That's not how the best creative work has ever been created. What the best work emerges because it's a reaction to what exists. So, when you see gigantic explosions and buildings collapsing and everything, it's like, well, that's what we don't do, because that's been done, and it's all about the spectacle and not about the story. So, like, games are shitty when it comes to story, and we want to fix that.
So let's talk a little bit about working with a publisher. As people might know, Insurgency Sandstorm is going to be published by Focus Home Interactive.
We got a pretty good deal with Focus. It's not a traditional publishing deal by any means. Like, when people think that, okay, it's being published by them, that means the publisher makes all the decisions, like, creatively and everything. But like, that's not necessarily the case here. We didn't sell the game to them. They are simply putting it, like, distribution and marketing. So they're putting in the stores, and they are getting it onto the Xbox One and getting onto PS4. Like, there's a whole world out there that we don't know, because we're only been dealing with Steam and self-publishing. And having that assistance is a great help, and having their marketing expertise as well. I mean, a lot of, even, I don't know if there are complaints or suggestions from our community, are like, hey, your marketing sucks. Like, why don't you advertise more? Like, blah blah blah.
Which is a good problem to have, right? If people like the game,
Well,
they're like,
exactly.
hey, why aren't more people playing?
Yeah, exactly. So, having that expertise is really invaluable to us. So, it's not like they were like, here's a whole bunch of money, now go make this game. It's a lot of this stuff still rests upon our shoulders, financially and creatively. Like they're not gonna say, okay, well now that you're on console, you need to add a crosshair because that's what console games do. Like they're just like, do your thing, we'll put it out there. Um, Michael from Focus, producer there, is the one who was really pushing to get us because he is genuinely a fan of our game. Like he absolutely loves it. He thinks it's the best shooter he's played in years. And like he actually means that. He's not being, typical sales guy. Before he was at Focus, he actually was a game journalist and reviewed our game, and like it was actually one of the best reviews I read about it. He actually got it and put it into context that I was hoping people who review our game would actually know and understand. So when he was really excited to get us and understand it, and also there were other publishers out there who were approaching us and offering us deals and trying to get us in the same capacity. So we kind of had our options, and we settled with Focus because they gave us a really good deal.
Right, and we maintain creative control over it.
And that's mostly what I mean by a good
Yeah.
deal, because I mean I was one of the biggest proponents of, Jeremy and I had long discussions on the philosophy behind working with a publisher, because we're independent. We started Insurgency when we were in high school, and it's our baby. Like we don't want to give that up. We don't want to sell out. We don't want to do that. We want to still be in control of our child's destiny. So we still have that. We're still making the game, and they're just putting it out there and helping kind of like leverage what we've got.
The next question that I had, this is regards to PC, Mac, and Linux. Will there be workshop support, modding support on Steam for Insurgency Sandstorm?
Probably. I mean, it's possible. So, I mean, it's like, I don't see why not. There will not be mod support on consoles. That's just the nature of it. But yeah, I mean, if we got the game on Steam, like we love workshop, we love modders. So it's a high likely possibility. I don't want to say yes or no yet.
Right.
It's too early to make these kind of promises, because things can change for whatever reason. Just because things are technically possible doesn't mean that's the best business reason. So, I mean, yeah.
It's true. We can't, honestly, we cannot make a promise for something that's going to happen in 2017. We just entered 2016, and there's so many elements that are still early. Like it's all very early right now. But that being said, it is likely that we will be able to do workshop support because there's all these other UE4 games that like Arc. They have they not only have like modding support like tools, but they also have workshop, Steam Workshop integration through the distribution platform Steam itself. And yeah, that's stuff that we want, and it's likely, but we just can't tell you yes, absolutely, until we explore it.